Once upon a time, a couple longed for a child, and their wish was granted. But the wife, while pregnant, craved the rampion from a witch's garden next door. The husband, desperate to satisfy his wife's craving, sneaks into the garden at night. But the witch catches him and, in exchange for his life, demands their firstborn child. When the baby was born, the witch took her and named her Rapunzel. The witch locked Rapunzel in a tower with no doors or stairs, only a window at the top. Rapunzel grew into a beautiful girl with long golden hair that shone like the sun. The witch would visit Rapunzel by calling her to let down her long hair. Rapunzel's hair was so long that the witch would use it as a ladder to climb up. Rapunzel sang every day, and her voice echoed through the forest. One day, a prince heard her song while riding through the forest. Curious, the prince followed the sound and discovered the tower. The prince watched the witch climb up Rapunzel's hair and learned how to reach her. When the witch left, the prince called up to Rapunzel to let down her hair. Rapunzel let down her golden hair, and the prince climbed up to meet her. The prince was mesmerized by Rapunzel's beauty, and they quickly fell in love. They secretly met in the tower, planning to escape and marry. The prince brought silk for Rapunzel to weave into a ladder. But one day the witch found out about their plan. In her rage, the witch cut off Rapunzel's hair and banished her to the wilderness. She cast Rapunzel into a desolate desert where she wandered heartbroken. When the prince arrived at the tower, the witch tricked him. As the prince reached the top, he found the witch waiting for him. The witch pushed him from the tower, and he fell, blinded by thorns below. The prince wandered blind, searching for Rapunzel through the wilderness. After years of wandering, the prince heard a familiar voice singing. He followed the sound and found Rapunzel in the desert. Rapunzel's tears of joy fell on his eyes and healed his blindness. Together they returned to the kingdom and lived happily ever after. And so Rapunzel and the prince lived a life of love and happiness.